Grayson Report! Happy Thursday! How's everyone doing? I'm gonna give a shout out to Tammy, Heather, whatever, Julissa, Bernadette, D Nice, Jennifer Marie. How's everyone doing? I'm gonna wait a few more minutes for some people to trickle in. So how's your Thursday going? Tyrana, what's up? I'm going to wait a few more minutes for some people to trickle in here. So how's everyone's Thursday going? It was a Cheryl King. How's it going? It was a beautiful day here. So decided to go out and get some sunshine. Always like it the days after it rains because everything's so clean. Daniel, what's up? What? There's a nasty virus going around that people. It is the season for people to get sick. I was sick in December. D Nice is having mac and cheese for dinner. Super cool. And as always, you know what? I have to tell a story before I get into my subject. And they're the reason why I decided to kind of talk about Satori and Cody. I wasn't going to talk about them because I felt like I was kind of late to the party because a lot of this did occur a couple months ago. But Project Fear a couple days ago had released. Never mind, she fell off. She does not want to be on screen. I'll fix her later. But a couple days ago, Project Fear had posted an interview with Cody and Satori, and they had also did an investigation of the Conjuring house, but they had released it after Sam and Colby did. So it kind of prompted me, and then I've seen a few YouTubers voice their opinions as well, and one of the YouTubers actually does not cover this type of stuff. He usually does movies, and he actually kind of voiced his opinion, so it kind of prompted me to want to get on and talk about it as well. Have you guys heard of Cody and Satori, the paranormal couple? I did not know they were known as the paranormal couple. I do now know. I now know that they are that. What's up, Brandon? And as always, Skeleduck is somewhere in this background. Just remind me and I'll reveal his location at the end of the stream. Jennifer Murray goes, yes, I followed the drum for several months, but not lately. Daniel goes, I have not. Bernadette, Satori, and Korea are not over just yet. There is so much more coming out, Lisa. So I decided to jump on and talk about it and give my opinion. I didn't think about it because I've been thinking about it since Jason, her father, actually did a response to it, and there was a few things, and I've mentioned it here before. There's a few things that he didn't really. He's gonna obviously be on the side of his daughter no matter what because that's his kid. I don't blame him. I would probably do the same thing. But there are some things that he did say that I agree with, and I have said them before that if you want to find out if something's real, go to the location yourself and investigate yourself, which is something I agree with 100% because you're never gonna know. And as I've always said, because of technology too, you don't know what's real and what's not because people are Photoshop geniuses and they can add sounds and they can do this. I'm not one of them, but I do agree with that. If you ever want to figure something out, see if a place is haunted, do it yourself. Go there, investigate. So he kind of had mentioned that in his video, and I do agree with him on that, but he didn't really. I felt like obviously for he's not gonna say anything bad about his daughter, but he kind of like rerouted it to be like, well, look, if you want to see if something's real, then check it out yourself, which I totally agree. And I'm pretty sure you guys would agree with that too. Jennifer Marigo's been so busy focusing on Scientology process that I haven't had a chance to see the recent interview. And as I was watching Project Fear, I did notice that they have Find the Ducky too. And that kind of made me a little pointed because I don't watch their stuff, so I don't know, but they do that too. FYI. But I think mine is better. But they have the Find the Rubber Ducky in the episode too. And it kind of I feel like with these places when you walk in, especially the Conjuring house, which is well known to people because of the movies, I feel like when people walk into those places, they're gonna want something to happen and already have their mindset for something to happen. That every little noise is, they're gonna think that something's there. And I feel like that kind of contaminates you in a way. You should go to a place, not there's nothing wrong with knowing the history of a place or anything, but I feel like going to a place where you know nothing about gives you more I feel like gives you more of a head start because you use your own senses. You go in there not knowing anything. You go in there with your equipment, your senses, and you won't be influenced by outside sources. So I feel like it's nothing wrong with knowing about it because if you're going in there saying, "Hey, there's reports of an apparition of the lady in white," because we always hear about the lady in white. So of course you're going to go in there and try to see the lady in white, but at the same time your mind's going to be set to that and you're going to think, "Oh, that's the lady in white over there." You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are getting my drift, but Gunner Girl, what's up? Bernadette goes, honestly, I think he should have stayed out of this for now, my opinion, but he is her dad, so I get it. They had also a couple months ago went on to explain themselves, and they did mention the Fox sisters. Um, and I do have an article on the Fox sisters, so we could get a little because they've been mentioning the Fox sisters, like how they've been compared to the Fox sisters, and they were listing things off. Even in the Project Fear interview, they even Satori went on and said, "Hey, like this, we didn't even know this was happening until we came together." I think she didn't start really investigating until 2018, she said. Um, and when they came together, this is when they discovered this ability. I don't. I believe in the paranormal. I do. I believe that they're spirits, even though I've never had, stuff as I've said in a previous video. I've never actually had concrete like where a ghost closes the door or which I know some of you've had. I know Bernadette said she had her hair pulled. I know Jennifer Marie had children running around in her apartment because of a piece of furniture. I've never had an experience like that aside from, like I said, dreams and strange occurrences, but I've always been a believer. I've always been, which makes no sense because most of the time people become a believer when they have those types of experiences. But I just always felt in tuned with it. So I've always felt that there are possibilities, which most people going in, they usually have like, for example, Dakota, if you're familiar with Project Fear, Dakota and Chelsea grew up in a haunted house. I don't really watch them. It's just from what I got from that interview. But like they had an experience, and it probably prompted them to just to search for answers. Heather, whatever goes, I thought of that in the Hotel del Coronado, but never saw anything upstairs. Only once or twice, but in there many times. D Nice goes, trust me, I had no idea. I don't blame you, D Nice, about the Find the Ducky, but mine's Skeleducky, so mine's like way better. I'm sorry. And I felt like even when they went on, and you guys could see their interviews, I don't want to take their videos and because YouTube likes to be tricky like that, but you guys could see their videos on their they did do a response, but I felt like their response was lacking because they were just saying, well, we've been, and she does say it again in the Project Fear um video as well, where she goes, we've been, compared to the Fox sisters, and they did this, and I do have an article about them, so I am going to talk about them. And then they're saying, well, he's able to pop his joints, and Cody goes on and says this, and it's the same thing over and over again, which I get that they have to do. They got to keep their story straight, obviously, but I feel like they're not. Even Sam and Colby did a video trying to debunk their abilities. Like, they even bought shoes for them to wear. But the problem is, Sam and Colby was also, as you saw in Nerd Report, they were also kind of debunked in a way. Like, they were disrespecting equipment and stuff. So how am I to believe what they're doing? Thank you, Doof Doof. Doof Doof says it's better to know nothing when you go in, but so many places stories are so well known. In that case, do the research. Most of what you get told is BS. No point looking for a lady in white if she never existed. Exactly, Doof Doof. Thank you for your super chat. Hearts for Doof Doof, guys. Doof Doof goes, Cody and Satori can't prove they are real because they are not scammers and terrible humans. The one thing, I've heard other people's opinions, but the one thing that I took from, because I didn't really watch the the Conjuring House with Sam and Colby. I did kind of watch the Project Fear one, but I kind of scammed through it, and it seemed like 90% of it was Satori and Cody in the Project Fear one. I felt like, and they, but I didn't like really watch it, but that's the scenes that I seen. It seemed like majority of it was Cody and Satori. But the one thing I had a problem with is Satori in the video had said, like, when we were doing that, the spirits were asking how this is happening. I was thinking, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking, if a spirit wants to communicate, they're going to communicate. They're not going to question it. I don't know if that's what you guys, that's what I was thinking it. I felt like, why would a spirit question you? I don't know. Maybe you guys have a different explanation to it. Maybe, but that's how I felt. Like, I go, if they're communicating, they want to communicate with you. They want you to know their story. So why would they question why you're doing something? I've never once in any of the shows I've seen, though it's for entertainment, mind you. I know that they're putting stuff up for entertainment. Of course, I don't blame them. They're gonna put something up so you can watch. Even like I said with the network television, the same thing. If they don't put something there that's entertaining, you're not gonna watch, and they're not gonna get the rating. So I do know, like, the network televisions, and even with Sam and Kobe and all them, I do believe that they add stuff into their, investigations. Because if you don't, nothing happens. Who's gonna watch? I mean, they're fans. There's fans that are gonna watch you no matter what. I totally understand. There's people I watch no matter what. But Jennifer Murray goes, if I was a ghost and people kept bothering me, I'm going to respond back with, haven't you all heard of rest in peace? That's a good one. Panda Bear goes, Cody did have a near-death experience. I did hear about that one as well before he met Satori. I think it was what he said, 2014, she had said in the interview. Melissa goes, don't ask me. I thought Sam and Colby were the kids from Disney Channel, but that's Zach and Cody. I'm a dummy. You know what, Melissa? I was thinking the same thing. That's what it reminded me of too. Doof Doof goes, I have some friends going to the Conjuring House in March. They had to supply all of their names, details, etc. So we already know they're going to be researched by exactly. Doof, I'm glad that you mentioned that. Another YouTube had mentioned that too. When you sign up to uh investigate the Conjuring house, they ask for all your information. So, and it's Cody and Satori kind of, I don't know, but what I've seen, like they have the Conjuring house shirts on, so it seems like they work there. So, but I'm not familiar, like I don't really watch them too much. I don't watch Sam and Colby. I know Bernadette does. She does watch Sam and Kobe. Um, I don't. I kind of venture in Project Fear every once in a while just to see what they're up to. Um, there's Paranormal Files, I think, is in there. There's all kinds of people on there. Omar TV, I think his name is too. Don't get me mistaken. That go to uh Matthew, what's up? Thank you, Doof. Satori and Cody are the caretakers of the moment for the owner. Thank you. That explains it. Panda Bear goes, they do work there. I also watch Sam and Kobe. So that kind of gives you an indication that they do have info about you when you walk into the door. So if you put two and two together, Melissa is asking, are Sam and Colby friends with Spooky Boo? I think I saw a video with her. Don't quote me. I know there's another guy too because he was invited to tape in the Haunted Museum in Vegas, and Zach doesn't let anybody. I noticed Zach does not let anybody in that building. Besides, he's had Sam and Kobe in there. Sam and Kobe's friend was able to go in there, and some other dude, which I don't know, I don't remember his name. But it kind of is suspicious because I feel like those guys will play along with what's at the Haunted Museum. Like, if I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Peggy, how you look into her eyes. And I did watch both of their videos, and they both were playing into that. Like, oh, don't look at her eyes. We're not going to videotape her. And I'm like, you know how many times I've seen Peggy's eyes on TV and nothing has happened to me? So, I mean, like, not to say that that doll is not haunted. I do believe that dolls can be haunted, but that is just kind of crazy. Jennifer Murray goes, Sam and Colby are the baby boys who have done investigation with Selena and Chris. Dusty, what's up? Because I did. Panda Bear also says nothing has happened to her when she looked at Peggy's. Tyrana goes, it is very interesting. So if you're not familiar with Cody, because I don't want to, I'm getting, because Cody and Colby kind of get, Cody and Satori. Bernadette's asking, have you ever seen The Boys? Sam and Colby just did a collab with them. The Boys do not take this as serious as others, but they are fun. No, I have not. There's also Twin Paranormal. There's a bunch of guys that go out there. I've seen Paranormal Files. I've seen them with Sam and Colby too. So are you guys familiar with Satori's and Cody's abilities? Dude was like, oh god, Twin Paranormal. No, I don't watch them either. D Nice goes, nope. Bernadette goes, yes, so-called abilities. Heather whatever goes, no. Yes, Julia. So all these people are YouTubers. Actually, Cody and Satori. Cody was a member of TAPS, which is the Atlantic Paranormal Society. I think it is. Don't quote me wrong. Hold on here. Give me a second, guys. Let me look this up because I don't want to say the wrong thing. The Atlantic Paranormal Society. So Cody was a member of the Atlantic Paranormal Society, which was founded by Jason Hawes and Grant Wilson, and this was before it was even a television series. It was founded in 1995. Um Thank you, Matthew. It was founded in 1995 before it even became a series. I believe it became a series in 2004 or around that, and that's when I actually did watch Ghost Hunters. And Satori is the daughter of Jason Hawes, who is one of the founders of TAPS, and he's well known probably if you follow mainstream paranormal shows. And then Satori, she didn't come into the picture until 2018, and that's when they discovered that they had this ability. When they came together, they said or claim that they're able to communicate with the dead. And a little while later, they started calling out the alphabet. Like they would go A, B, C, D, and then the person would not, or like there'd be a knock, right? And they had did this on Ghost Hunters as well. That's where I know them from, and that's where I've seen them. And so what they do is they hold hands, and she starts naming off the alphabet, and it'll spell out a name or yeah, exactly, doof doof. Like A B C D E F, and they'll be tap tap, and they'll be like, okay, F, and then she'll go A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R, tap tap, and she's like, F R, is it Fred? And then it'll be tap tap or whatever it may be, like a knock. It seems like it's more of a knock, like a thump. So that's how um and they would tell you stuff about, I guess in the Conjuring house it happened to be Abigail. Bernadette goes, I can't listen to the alphabet ever again after them. So their idea was kind of being a human Ouija board. So that was where they got the idea of naming off the alphabet. But my problem is because even Sam and Colby were trying to debunk them, and Project Fear wasn't debunking them; they were just interviewing them. It was like more of an interview. It wasn't a debunk, but Project Fear did ask them if they would do it again, but with their shoes and socks off, and they were like, no. And then toward the end, they had like a little letter thing. Oh, she agrees to, and he's like, stay tuned because I don't know when this is happening. But at first, she said no. I would be like, if I was in that position, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's do this. You know what I mean? If you have haters coming after you, not believing you, wouldn't you be jumping to the situation, jumping to the chance to prove yourself? You know, I would. I mean, I get it. You're gonna get people. You're gonna get haters, no matter what. You're gonna get haters. You're gonna get people who don't like you. But they did make a statement. But I felt like that statement did not prove to me didn't prove anything to me, because I felt like it was just a generic Yeah, this is how we're doing it. We do get compared to the Fox sisters. We had this ability. Like they're just basically telling their story. It's not showing even with the Sam and Colby thing, I felt like, dude, they're probably in on it. Like, how can I believe them? So it's got to be someone that we don't know that records them, like some random person that goes in there and records them. Doof Doof goes, they did ask about the footage of him doing the knocking in Alphabet 11 years ago. They dodged that one. I also heard, I did not see it, but I heard from another YouTuber, like they were asking him, hey, do you want to do cards? And they had declined. Hey, do you want to do this? And they had declined. I personally did not see that, so I'm not sure if that happened. But my thing is, if someone's giving you things to try to prove yourself when you want to prove yourself, just do a video and go, hey guys, one video doesn't hurt to do one video and go, hey guys, we're going to show to you guys that we are real. You know what I mean? But yet they were like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm afraid of people with a foot fetish. I could care less if someone's going to fetish over my feet. Come on. That's the least of my worries. Doof Boop goes, you, me, and Lewis, we could be the ones to watch them with bare feet. Exactly. It's got to be someone that they don't know. Like, I feel like even if Project Fear does it, I feel like they're in on it too. You know what I mean? If it's your friends, you're not going to go against your friends. You're not. I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't. If I was friends with one of them, I wouldn't. It's like it's their business. I'm not, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Heather, whatever goes, spirits hate stinky feet. What's up, Kyle? Cheryl Goshi said the spirits won't talk if they take their socks off. Osiris, what's up? Jennifer Burry goes, they duped Exploring with Josh. That's another one, Exploring with Josh. He was mad angry when he found out they were fake because he did multiple investigations with them. So I mean, I just feel like Project Fear, Sam and Colby, probably the I think they're called the Paranormal Files. I'm not sure. I know they're Paranormal Files. I think on social. I feel like if any of those guys or ladies do try to debunk them, I feel like they have no clout. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you knowing that you know what Sam and Colby did, disrespecting the equipment, kind of disrespecting the location, and then have them try to debunk Satori and Cody. Like, I feel like they lose their clout. Matthew Exploring with Josh, I saw one of his episodes. I just felt like I don't know, when I watched one of his videos, I felt like I hate to say it, it felt like it was fake to me. Bernadette goes, my only fan page coming soon for my Jennifer Marie goes, my opinion of Sam and Kobe can't be lowered. They are my baby boys forever. So Bernadette, how do you feel about this? I should just have you come on. Yeah, but I make a point though. Like, if you're trying to debunk yourself, who cares about people using your feet? I could care less. Use my feet. Bernadette goes, lots to say. You know what? I'll have Bernadette come in because she kind of watches. She does watch Sam and Colby. She is an avid watcher. she watches more of the YouTube investigators than I am. I'm more of a mainstream. I mostly watch Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters, so I'm mostly a mainstream one. I kind of browsed through them just to see what was going on. All right, Bernadette, here's the leak. If it goes in, there it goes. Jennifer Murray goes, Cody and Satori duped Sam and Kobe. I don't believe they were in on it. They can't act for shit, and their reactions were genuine. So, Bernadette, what's up?
What's up? Got my voice back, y'all. Uh-oh.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. How you doing, Lisa? I'm so happy for you. Thursday, girl.
Yeah, woohoo! So, anyways, I brought you on because I know you're more diverse in the YouTube universe of paranormal than I am. Because I mostly watch Ghost Adventures, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm not as diverse as you. I kind of just peek in on them and kind of watch an episode here or there. But so how do you feel about Satori and Cody?
Okay, first of all, yeah, right now, I just want to say, everybody, I'm just going to say this about the feet pic. How dare her say that? Because she has a foot pic of herself on IG, on her IG.
Oh, so no way.
So she's got a foot fetish problem. Why do you got your foot on there, baby girl? Why? All right, that's my one thing. See how I follow this stuff, y'all.
Yeah, see, she follows it more than I do. I didn't look at her Instagram. I was just like,
oh, girl, when I'm on it, I'm on it. I'm like, oh, what's Instagram? What's her Twitter? What's it?
So how, because I know you're a big fan of Sam and Kobe, so how do you feel about them trying to debunk Satori and Cody?
Well, I know, right? It's hard. Cody. But I at first with their when they came out with the Conjuring for their October, what they do every year. Of course, I think many of us being fans, and especially Lewis being a big fan of them. Yeah, Lewis, love you. But no, we were all excited. We were all looking forward to this. And then when they introduced, I kind of did already know about them because, like you said, with Exploring with Josh and Seth Borden, I saw them before together. I didn't know that Cody was with Taps before. I didn't know that until everything started coming out. So then I started doing, my little research on that stuff. Yeah. And then the thing was, I think we were all like, oh my God, there's someone who can actually do stuff like this. And we wanted a hope. We wanted to yes, finally somebody can actually be like you said, the human Ouija board.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, I think I don't cry with a lot of stuff, y'all, but with Sam and Kobe, with the grandma and everything yeah, I did cry up. Okay. I cried. I was like, oh my God. Cause I'm thinking of my own grandma too. So, but I was just like, oh my God, but you're in the moment and you're not really thinking about other things.
Yeah, because when I first saw Cody and Satori, I didn't think any different. I was just like, oh, that is so cool.
I know.
Because never seen anything like it. Like, I didn't know anything about the Fox sisters until they mentioned it. Like, Fox sisters who?
Exactly. But they could get away with it more, though, Lisa, because this is what, 1848 or something. They had all those long dresses and...
Yeah. Like, that's what they were claiming. Like, they would hide stuff underneath their dress, or they wouldn't let people look underneath their dress or something like that. I don't know what the exact thing is, but...
Yeah, foreplay for them back then was showing an ankle. So,
Yeah. or some arm.
Oh, what a nice arm.
Oh my gosh, you're showing an arm. You're so sinful. Sorry.
Oh, but it was heartwarming. It was touching and everything. But then stuff started to hit. And then you're watching other things, and then especially the debunkers went after that quickly. I mean, 24 hours after the first episode came.
Oh, I know. They just jumped on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some of the debunkers, I'm gonna say, I watch them too, and some of them are good. Some are crappy. Some of them are like, what, you're not making sense. What are you talking about? But the ones that I do pay attention to and watch, they are very good. They do their research very thoroughly. So respect to that. But that was very sus, especially when they did their interview with Sam and Colby, saying, well, you know, we just learned we could do this together. The only way it ever happens is if we touch. That's how it happens. Bust it right there. Cody was doing this without Satori years ago.
Yeah.
So right there, you messed up, bud. You could have said, you know, maybe, I don't know, I was doing this before Satori, but it got stronger or something.
Which
You
they
know?
do mention, like, when they touch, they feel something. I don't know what they feel, like electrical current. Like, he said something about she feels it in her head, I feel it here. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Then what had happened when he was doing it without Satori before she came along?
Exactly. So that
So
is contradicting herself. Or they
exactly.
both are
They both
contradicting
are.
themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And then this whole thing, and I get this part is 50-50 on a lot of people, where they said, we don't do this for the money. We don't do this for this. Yet they're doing tours and shows. You have to pay for shows.
Yes. And they also said on they did say on Project Fear on the interview, which is on YouTube, guys, if you want to check it out, just search Project Fear. They did say that they made rules for themselves, and one of the rules was not charging people if they were using this ability.
Mm-hmm. And they only gravitate to people that need it, that cross their path.
Yeah.
So I guess people with money cross their path.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. I would show a clip, but that's kind of like, I don't want to use their, because I don't want to use their footage because it's actually their interview.
Yeah, I don't know how
And
that
then
would be,
I
but
don't know how that works without their permission. So I would show it, but I don't want to use their stuff because I know, like, to edit and all that kind of stuff, it takes a long time, and I don't want to just take it and.
yeah, I got it. But I mean, well, it's out there, everybody. You can look for yourselves. You know, they're everywhere on YouTube right now.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
But the thing that got to me, Lisa, was Satori was really, she was just making me feel a certain type of way where I was uncomfortable, or there's something sus with her, because anytime they would ask questions, Satori would be the one to keep answering, but she would always look at Cody like, am I doing it right? Am I saying it right?
Oh, I did notice that in the interview,
Mm-hmm.
and they also did mention that, but they say that, which is plausible, because I'm if it's me and Luce is probably gonna be the one talking because I'm the quiet one, right? So I get that. I totally understand that. So when they did say that, that's plausible to me. You know what I mean? He says,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, he's like the talker and I'm the quiet one," which I understand. So that, I mean, to me that makes sense. But I do get what you're saying. Like, they should switch off maybe and.
Well, no, I get that, but you're not always looking at Lewis like for
Oh
permission.
no, I'm
You
not.
know, did I do it
True.
right? Did I do it right?
No, I'm not. I did see that too. Like, she kind
Mm-hmm.
of looks at him and yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so that kind of threw me off right there. And then her god dang laughing. Oh my god. Like, girl, maybe it's nervousness, maybe it's just, I don't know what it is, but it's always just laugh, 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 laugh. And you see him just stone faced.
Another YouTuber had mentioned with the Kobe, when they were trying to debunk him, like testing him out, like Cody had like this uneasiness about him
Mm-hmm.
when he was standing there, like he was nervous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And how I was watching how they can do the tapping with their feet and everything, how you can pinch your toe, and then with the thrust of it, your ankle or something like that. They explain it way better.
They were showing, there's videos out there that's showing it where people, they're wearing their I don't know how they do it because I can't do it, but there's people showing that you can like move your toes or something to make like a thumping noise.
Mm-hmm. And they did say it's even louder if you're wearing steel toe shoes.
Yeah. So I know I can't do it personally, so I don't know how they do it, but
Did you try, Lisa? Come on. Did you try? I tried. I'll admit it. I tried. I can't do it.
I
I
can't
almost
do it.
fell. I was like, oh,
I can't do it. I was trying to be like, what is he doing? Maybe they got to do it without their socks on, then I could see. But
yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I'll give them props for that if that's how they're really doing it and everything. But the thing is, how they came out with their interview and everything. They were, I think they did good though. They didn't attack. They weren't mean.
no. They were just
No.
like, they kind of went on, this is what's going on, guys, and this is our story type of thing. But I felt like they didn't show it. Like they didn't show us anything to debunk it.
What they did is they worked around the question.
Yes.
If you think about it, if you look at it, they worked around.
That's what Jason did too in his video. He did the same thing. Like he kind of was, he didn't get to the core of it. He was kind of going around, which I don't blame him. It's his daughter. Of course, he's not going to say anything bad about his daughter. If it was my daughter, I wouldn't say anything bad about her either. You know what I mean? So I understand that. I understand that part.
Yeah, and I get that, and I understand with him being, like you said, being his daughter and everything. But I think honestly, he should have kept it out because he's got a reputation to uphold as well. And if it comes out where this has been really shown real proof, and he's been backing them up, even being his daughter, then that's his reputation on the line.
True. And then it puts his paranormal group, which has been around since 1995, at jeopardy too as well. Because he is well known.
Exactly. Just because of that, it'll turn it to caca, basically.
Yes, true. Very true.
Knowing people nowadays, how they are with everything and everybody, there's no second chances, it seems like, anymore.
No, it's because people are, I don't know if it's the sign of the times, but people are now questioning things. Like they don't trust things like they used to. So, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I think we all should be that in a way. We shouldn't just take something at face value. We should have an opinion on it. In other words, we shouldn't be like, okay, yeah, that's happening, but I mean, if you're there and it's happening in front of you and there's no other explanation to it, then yeah, of course I'm going to believe it. But
I would say more though, follow your heart, your brain, your intuition more than follow people's what they say. Don't be a follower, be a leader. To me, it's follow your own brain and your own instincts.
Very true. So if Sam and see, they had already done it, but I think Project Fear was going to do it as well. They were going to do a debunking video. Would you believe them if they did the video?
Like what? Debunk them again? Or
yeah, like because I think Project Fear might do it because they had mentioned it in their interview.
Okay, see, the thing I have with this, I love my Sam and Colby. You know this, girl. I love it. I love them. But the thing is, I would like to see them debunk them live. Not without having to go back and edit everything.
True. I didn't think
when
of
it's
that.
Live,
True.
You can't edit.
But at the same time, you can choreograph it.
True that too. Yeah.
So, but I see what you're saying though. You could still, there's still ways of faking it even with the live.
Yeah, that is true. But I mean, at least you can't really add more when you are live,
True.
So
true.
That's my point.
Because I feel like those guys, this is my opinion. I just feel like those guys don't have clout, so I wouldn't necessarily. I mean, I watch it just to see what's going on, but I wouldn't take it like, oh my god, they've been redeemed or something like that. So
it's gonna take more than Sam and Colby though, for sure.
I feel like it's got to be like some no-name YouTuber that goes out there and debunks them.
See, though, that could be a hit or miss with them, because if they do that and they actually do it, then they could get flack saying, well, who are you? Well, you're a nobody. You don't have blah, blah, blah. If you have a Sam Colby or whatever people that are they're known and they actually get it, I mean, it's true and they're not just going with it, that's something bigger right there.
True. Super true. But yes.
Yeah.
So what else? What are your other thoughts on this?
Well, like I said, I watch a whole bunch of them. Like, yes, doof. I watched Twin Paranormal too. Okay, sorry. I watched the Paranormal Activity. I forget what they're all called, but oh my gosh, TV. But with him, I don't consider him as much as a paranormal person just because he does different things. And there's a whole thing behind that with him. Oops, sorry, my phone went off. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry. That was Stewie. No, but he's more entertainment. Like I said before, you know, these are all entertainers. We're having a good time watching it. Some things might actually really happen. We have to keep our eyes out for real. But then again, you know, like you said, and Doof said, we got to go and experience it out for ourselves.
Hey, Doof, did you want to come in?
Doof.
I'd like to hear your thoughts too if you'd like to come in.
Kyle, behave.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah.
The more the merrier. I'm so terrible. Hold on, give me a second, guys.
Yeah, so that's my take on it, on that stuff. But
she said give her a second, but there's the link. Doof. When you get a chance, drop in. I'd like to hear your thoughts as well.
Yeah, because she actually goes out and investigates. You know?
Yeah, it'll be a different from someone else besides us.
I want to see, you know, like we were saying before, I want to see the lady in rainbow or something. Something different than white and black and gray.
There's a lady in red, lady in gray, lady in white, lady in black.
Mud. I want to see the lady in mud.
Or what they call shadow people, like the shadows that you see, which I obviously they'll be called shadow people. They can't be anything else, but
yeah. Peter Pan's shadow.
There not could be any other color, but
I know. But and also, what is it? The skinwalkers as well. That's another big controversy there with skinwalkers.
With the Skinwalker Ranch and
yeah.
how the guy put cameras everywhere to try to catch it.
Did you watch that at all or no?
No, I did not. I need to catch it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting, especially, but see, that's the thing. I don't know. There's like a part on there with it's sad, but it's like a baby calf, you know, gone and everything in the field. But the thing is, there was no red stuff inside of it no more or around it.
That's what I read when I went over. I did a show on it when I read about it.
Well, I can't remember all your shows, girl. They're all good. I just can't remember everything. Okay.
I have to keep track, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like, but how do you do that unless, I don't know. That's sus to me. That's very, unless they did it and somehow like a vacuum and sucked it out,
or they were very clean about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They knew what they were doing.
Yep.
All right, we've got Doof, Karen. What's up?
Oh, hang on. Oh, bloody hell. I'll turn that off. Sorry. There we go. It was echoing. I still had the YouTube on. Hello, Bernadette. Hi, Lisa.
Hello. So what are your thoughts on the Satori and Cody thing? And I know you did a show on it too, because I saw it pop up.
Yeah, I did. I did it more from the point of view of someone who's lost someone close. I didn't. Other people are sort of pulling apart. Oh, look, that's how they're doing it. Sort of, that's how they're faking it. It's obvious they're faking it. But my thoughts on it were more along the lines of they just need to stop, because if you've lost someone, and probably in chat, a few of the people in chat have lost somebody. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've lost a son. I've lost lots of people in my life. And when I saw them doing what they were doing, I did watch I like watching Sam and Colby. I think they're young, gives you a little feeling of being young watching them.
They're hot too, so,
well, they're cute too, yes, although that sounds a bit icky coming from someone my age. But yeah, I watched that, but I was watching. I'd never seen Cody and Satori do that before until I saw them on Sam and Colby. And when I saw the blonde one, Sam, when he got really, really upset, like that wasn't acting to me. That was raw emotion. I mean, he only just lost his grandma. And here they are saying, oh, she's watching you. And if you note, all very generic. She's watching you. She's with you. That's what they say. They don't say, hey, they're telling me to tell you to go and look in a drawer. And that's where they've left the note that, do you know what I mean?
Well,
like you would think if you're long lost, whatever, or you're recently dead, people, they'd give you something a little bit more specific than a nickname or a, hey, we're watching you.
Well, can I just say, Doof, I don't know if you watched the latest with Sam and Kobe, how they kind of did debunk, where they said, well, you know what? You can look at our stuff and you could go here if you go there. And then this other one did it as well. All you have to do is one little thing and then go from there. It's all over the internet. Everyone's business basically is all over the internet. You can look at everything. And the thing is, they kept looking at Sam and Kobe. I watched it like 4 times already. Okay. I fast forward the ABC things. I couldn't no more with that. But I just wanted to see their faces. I just wanted to see how they were talking. And each time, and especially with that Amanda, which I never liked that girl. I never liked her. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't believe in her. But
is Amanda the little one that says she's psychic?
Yeah, that one, Amanda. So,
yep, okay.
The thing is, though, they would always wait, especially for Amanda, to say something or speak, and then they'll go off of their answers or her answers. And I started seeing that. So they're saying their basic little, oh, well, do you know this? And then, oh, is it my, and of course, God bless Kobe, but he would not be whispering. He whispers loud. So of course they can hear it. And they go off of that.
Yeah. And look, I found watching it too, that whenever you watch a Sam and Colby episode, they're always super excited. They're obviously aiming for a younger audience, not for old cows like me. But mind you, I don't mind looking at them, so I'll admit that. I'm creepy. But it's fun. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. And I think probably those boys started off with the idea that, oh, this is cool or whatever, and they probably have found something. Do you know what I mean? They can't go to all these places and not have found some kind of evidence. I believe that they're genuinely looking, but they're also, it's a high production. It's got to make money. I mean, so there's certain things that they overreact a little bit. That's okay. It's all, it's all fun. It's just entertainment. So if you watch it with that in mind, that's good. But I do appreciate the fact that those 2 boys did try to debunk it. And the other thing, people keep saying, oh, why aren't they just saying it's fake? Like, why aren't Sam and Colby just saying it fake? Because people forget it's a business. So what happens is there's contracts signed for these shows, okay? So within the contract, there's probably some clause that says you're not allowed to say X, Y, or Z about us, otherwise we'll sue you. So people don't understand what goes on in the background. You sign disclaimers, you sign things, and it's legal. So if Sam and Colby were to come out and say 100%, yep, we know they're faking it, they could probably get their pants sued off because they've signed some kind of legal document in the production process. But you could read between the lines if you're clever and you've watched, and you probably have, Bernadette. There's been quite a few interviews with Sam and Colby.
Yep.
You read between the lines; they're kind of saying it.
Yes, and especially if you have been true fans and stuff, you know how they act, you know how they speak, and you know when they're saying something where they're kind of like, guys, I'm saying this, but I can't say it with my words.
Yes,
you learn to read them. You learn to know how they are and what they're trying to say. But yeah, like I'm glad you brought that up, Duke, because it's not just Sam and Colby going in there with the cameras and that's it. Oh no, it's way more than that. And especially, they're huge. They are huge.
They're huge. It's a big production thing, and I like them. I actually defended
Which one,
them.
Doof? Which one tickles your fancy?
Oh, the boy with the dark hair.
Oh, Kobe. Yes, Kobe.
Yeah, he's a sweetie. But yeah, oh God, I'm way old enough to be his mum.
That doesn't matter, girl. age ain't number.
You are so terrible. Look, I defended them. I actually, you sort of touched on it earlier, Lisa, about when they were at that house and kicked the teddy or whatever it was they did. I don't want to get into an argument with anybody, but I kind of thought that was funny, and I'm an adult. I still thought it was a bit disrespectful because it wasn't their teddy. I did replace it, and I kind of defended them a little bit because I thought, oh, guys, they knew the cameras were there because it's security cameras. Whenever you go into any, like Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Bobby Mack, like all of these places you go to investigate have security cameras. They're there to make sure that you don't break anything.
And they well knew that because you have to sign something saying that they knew.
Yeah, so they did know the cameras were there, but in their defense, yes, you do know the cameras are there, but what you don't expect is that every single little word you say is being listened to and watched by somebody who's going to keep that footage for a couple of years just to pull it out of their hat for whatever reason when they need a little bit of promotion for their haunted venue, perhaps.
Exactly. And that's what that lady is known for. It has came out with her. She is known for doing stuff like that. So
so that's how I saw it. And also, quite honestly, if that was it, if they were there for about 8 hours, I think, if out of the whole full 8 hours, that was what they got of misbehaving, well, wasn't much. And like a couple of years ago, give them a break. They've grown up a little bit.
They have, but then that was what, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So I mean, they're starting to. And if you notice, they're how they used to joke around and everything and play around. That's kind of slowed down mildly.
Yeah, because they're growing up. How old would they be now? 25 or something?
They're 27. Both of them are 27 now. So
you're right. There you go. Even a couple of years ago, they were old enough. But look, I've been on investigations with my friends, and we know there's cameras there, but you don't think you're getting taped. I mean, the things that come out of my mouth would, the butter would sizzle on my tongue. Like, you say silly things, you're mucking around with your mates, you're joking. People can say, like me now, I'm talking about poor little Colby or whatever his name is. If he were to see this, he'd probably go, "Oh, gross." Do you know what I mean? It depends how you look at it. But I don't know. I think it's just because I'm a mum and I've got boys and I've got girls and teenagers, and I was a teenager once and I was young once, and we all do silly things. So long as you're not hurting anybody, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't mind them.
Yeah, so they're like they're 27 now. So do I'd say go for it.
Oh my gosh!
Well, look, I'm coming to America in July, so I'll try and lose the pounds and go to the gym a bit, and let's see how lucky I get.
You know what? They need a woman. Okay, they need a real woman.
None of these silly little girlies.
They don't know nothing.
Oh, geez. Sorry, guys. Sorry, chat.
All right, Nerd saying he will join if you send a super chat.
No one send one. Just kidding.
But I did drop the link for Nerd to join.
Hey.
Yeah, but you know what we're going to hear about Lisa and Karen, right? You know what we're going to hear.
Yeah.
Get ready, Karen.
Okay.
Carbonized stardust.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Carbonized, for your super chat. Heart for Carbonized Stardust.
Yeah, thank you, Carbonized Stardust.
Did you see what Jennifer said, Bernadette? I better prepare for the death threats from Colby's psycho fans. No. I'm actually old enough to be his nana, so I highly doubt,
You don't, that doesn't matter. No. See, it's how you feel, okay? And you don't even look like that, so we're good,
D-Nice, thank you for the super chat. Hearts for D-Nice as well. And Ozzy Walks, what's up? And Daisy, I didn't give you a shout out earlier. Daisy, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while.
Daisy, my white rabbit.
All right, we've nerd report. You're in the house.
Are you there?
I think he's shocked. He's like, oh my God.
You coming to play, Lewis?
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh. It's your studio ghost. He doesn't want him to
talk. No, my studio ghost doesn't want him to talk.
He must have bare feet.
Oh my God.
Hi, he walks.
Oh man.
Oh,
it was just,
maybe he's going to come back in. He'll come back in. He's probably
he'll have to put his socks back on, and then the spirits will let him connect.
Maybe Lisa, he should start on my OnlyFans for his feet.
Oh.
These are nerd feet. What's up?
Nerd report.
You there?
You there?
Yo.
There he is.
There we are.
The audio is so low on my phone. No, wait, hold on a second. Let me see something here.
It's a ghost, I tell you.
It is.
It's Sam and Colby.
I know they're hacking my system.
Hacking.
No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Colby's trying to get with Karen.
Yeah.
No, the way I look at it is like, don't support Sam and Cody or whatever his name is. They're corporate shills, guys.
Oh my God.
Support like Lisa. It's a shame. It's a shame because
don't forget
like
Karen too.
like real
Karen.
ghost hunters have to like compete with like these dummies, and it's like they throw so much money at promotion, and like the smaller people never get through. I understand they're good looking, but if you want to see good looking, watch a porn. You know what I mean? They're not gonna strip or anything, and it's like, you know, or open GQ. What I'm saying here is don't support their frauds. Listen, all you have to know is how excited and hyperbolic they act when the video's on, and as soon as they think the video's off, they showed like some supernatural occurrences supposedly, and they didn't even react to it because they know it's fake. They think it's fake. So support smaller creators. That's what I'm saying. It actually causes a bigger problem. It's like, oh, you know, they're so cool. Well, it's corporate. I mean, if Netflix or CNN or fucking, you know, if God made a video with Doof and Lisa's channel, they'd blow up. That's why they're big. But as far as like anything else, I mean, if you think they're cute, they're not going to strip, watch porn. I mean, I think Jana Ortega's hot, but she's like a kind of young, but she's also talented. But anywho, that's my take. I can't really hear you guys, but what do you think of that? I'm just saying, support small people that are sincere.
I agree with you, Lewis.
I think you contribute to the not you, Bernadette, but when you ignore like deceiving behavior from creators, it contributes to the problem. I really do think so. Anyways, that's my super chat worth of being in here. Free DOA, F Scientology. May the force be with you.
DOA.
Yay.
You didn't want to fight with me, did you, Lewis?
Yeah, I think that what Lewis is saying is correct. Yes, I'm making jokes and being, you know.
No, but he's right.
Being a cougar.
No, ain't nothing wrong being a cougar. Shoot, I'm one. So that's cool.
Yeah. But so far as if people are actually truthfully wanting paranormal, like it depends what you're watching it for. I watch paranormal stuff because I'm searching. I want to see if I can talk to my son. You know, I want to see if I can somehow reach out and he can talk to me. That's why I do what I do as well. So in all seriousness, if I'm looking for real paranormal content, no, I wouldn't be watching Sam and Colby. I wouldn't be watching Omar. I wouldn't be watching the twins. I wouldn't be watching a lot of those ones because nothing about it's real. It's entertaining, and it's very possible that they may even find stuff, but we're never going to know because it's overproduced and they're just doing it for the money. But it's entertainment. So if you want to watch it for entertainment, beaut. But if you want to watch it to find real evidence, that's not what you should be looking at.
Well, the
Watch
one
it to
thing I
laugh,
have-
watch it to have a giggle, but don't
Yeah.
expect that you're really going to get anything truthful out of it.
Well, one thing I have to disagree with Lewis. Sorry, Lewis, I love you, but he said they're a corporation. Now they are. Back then they weren't, because they were doing abandoning videos. They didn't get as much. They happened to go on the Queen Mary for the very first thing, started blowing up. They figured, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's try to stick on here. That was blowing up more than their abandoning places and stuff, which they started on Vine. They started all that on Vine first. Then they started, doing this on YouTube little by little. They were young. They were very young when they just started doing all this stuff. But I'm
with you, Bernadette. I've got nothing against those boys. Nothing at all. I think they're my friend Janice was in one of the Washoe Club one. And Janice thinks they're gorgeous. She says they were so lovely and polite to her when the cameras were off, not just when the cameras were on. I talked to her about them, and she said, no, lovely boys, really sweet, like really lovely, well-mannered, etc. So if Janice says they're okay, then I'll go with that. But not
just her, but there's a lot of people, their fans and everything that have said no cameras, no nothing. They will go to their fans. They will be sweet and, nice and everything, because they know the fans are the ones that made them.
Yeah. And look, most of their fans are, let's be honest, most of their fans are, around their own age or younger, or older, like me. But
mature parents.
Mature, that's right, mature like me. But again, I never watch them thinking they're going to find anything that's going to prove to me that I can contact my son. I watch them because it's entertaining, and they go to some awesome places, like they really do.
Oh yeah, they're in Australia right now, I believe.
Yeah, I think they might have taken off. I think they may have left. So
you're closer to Colby right now, right?
Right? I think they've gone. Shoot, darn it.
Oh, dang it. You missed it. Dang it. But no, I have to, going back to the Satori and Cody thing, though, I think that was one of their, because of how big they are, I think that was one of the biggest thing as well.
That's what she said.
But that definitely made them bigger.
Yes.
Because it put their name. It did. Because it put their name everywhere.
Look, I think good on the boys. They've made money. They're rich. They, so far as I know, I mean, look, if you are watching them thinking it's real, that's a little sad, because, and when I say real, they are going to haunted locations. They may well be hearing and seeing things. It's just overproduced and all that sort of thing. And that's
exactly.
Exactly.
And now they got sponsors and everything, and they're
good on them, because they're young boys. Good on them, and that won't last forever. Like, they'll have to look at doing something else in the future, and at least they're making money. They're not, to my knowledge, they're not hurting anybody. Not like that other bloody
not like the teddy bear
Satori, yeah. But yeah, when you go to do an investigation, I can tell you now, it's bloody boring. Nothing barely ever happens, if at all. And that's in a lot of these really haunted places, which I've been to quite a few. So
I went to Stanley Hotel a few years back, a couple years back actually, once in 2016 and in 2020 before COVID hit. I got to stay there once, and then I got to do the tour. But like I said, there was nothing. I didn't see. I mean, maybe a cold gust of wind. It's winter over there, so who knows?
Yeah, I have been asked to do something on the Stanley. I might research it, because that's another place that probably the owners and the people that run it work on the fact that it's got the history that it has. But as far as I know, it's not probably really haunted. I've known a few people that have gone to it and said nothing happened. I've been to places. It doesn't mean it's not haunted. It just means that on the
it didn't happen to you in particular. They're not going to be like, oh, Doof's here. Guess what? Let's come on, ghosts. Let's all get together.
Let's start
for me, Doof's here. I'm not going to talk to her. Yeah, it's like, oh, she's here. I'm not going to talk to her. I get very
There's where I went to the Isle Capri up here, and I'm saying this real slow, Black Hawk. Okay. And that is all of the up there is all Native American burial ground. All of that's built on top of that. And then you especially with the Isle Capri, that is very a lot of things did happen weird. when I say there, a lot of weird things did happen. The one thing that has been told there, though, is there is a ghost there, a spirit, and I forgot his name, but he likes to pinch women's butts. I didn't get my butt pinched. I feel offended.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'd probably go there and nothing had happened to me either. It'd be like, what? My butt? I could go, but
I know. Oh, look at my butt showing.
You'll be like,
oh, I hope nobody pinches it.
Oh no, I'm getting out of the shower.
you're
Mr.
like, we
Girl,
got
don't
this.
look.
We're rolling. Come on.
But I will say, though, weird things did happen in one of the rooms I stayed in. I had to move to a different room because of that. It was just odd of what happened and everything. But yeah, there are some crazy weird things that do happen up there. And then especially, like I was telling you, Lisa, the old graveyard up there from the 1700s. It's a beautiful graveyard. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. They don't even allow people really to walk on there anymore because the ground is so soft. You could actually
you could fall into an old grave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
That
there's
would
certain parts you
not be
can
fun.
walk around. But yeah, it's amazing, but it is at night. I will say this, at nighttime, it is freaky up there. Not only because it's in the mountains, you just hear weird things.
It does look beautiful. It really does. Maybe one day when I win the Tats Lotto, or over here we call it Tats Lotto, you just call it the Lotto. One day when I win the Lotto. Well, I'm going to the Ancient Ram Inn. You've heard of that, haven't you, Lisa? The Ancient Ram Inn. It's in England.
I think
It's supposed to have a incubus and a succubus.
Oh, that's the pub. That's the old, or that guy lived there, right?
I think I have.
We went there.
Oh yeah.
I think I've heard. I think I did because I think I talked about it. If I'm not mistaken.
I think you did. You did, Lisa.
Yeah, I did.
You probably did. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there with a friend and his wife, and well, we'll see if there's any. I think the succubus.
Yeah.
The succubus is the one that goes for the males.
That's the female. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see if I get lucky.
Everyone's fine, right, Karen?
Hey, Lisa Boo. Oh dear. Matthew Coburn was just saying that the ghost hunters got tricked. Was it the Queen Mary, Matthew? I know they went somewhere and there were speakers in the walls.
It was the Queen Mary because I remember that episode.
Which one though? They went there.
It's the one where it was the supposed haunted cabin and someone turned the bed sheets down. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, yeah. And look, that's the thing. And when you go into some of these places, you get told stories by the homeowners or the tour guides. Now, you can't blame the tour guides because oftentimes it's a script they've got to stick to and they're told by the owner, this is what you say. Mm-hmm. But a lot of places you get told stories, and then when you research the places, you find out, oh, that's not even true. Like that didn't even happen. So that's why I was saying before with what you said, Lisa, about go in knowing nothing. That's perfect. That is perfect to go in and know nothing. That way anything you pick up might be relevant once that you get it.
Don't read it. Don't get in the background of it.
Yeah, because I feel like if you go in there with like a blank slate and not expecting anything, that's when you're going to notice things.
But see, that's why a lot of them put their stories right there before you walk in. They want you to start thinking. So just like blank, nope, I'm not watching, I'm not looking, I'm not reading.
Right. A lot of the hotels do. Like they'll have their little splur about like whatever room is haunted in that hotel. They'll be like room 304. This is what happened. Like, but when you're walking into the hotel, so it's kind of like you kind of have to put the blinders on and not look at anything.
You know what I really want to do though, Karen, so freaking bad is I want to do the Estes method.
Come and visit me. So I'll let you do it. Do you know what I find about that? I don't know what I think about it. I really don't know what I think of any of those gadgets. But I will say that when you do the Estes method, when you're the one with the headphones on, I don't care about the people asking the questions. But for me, I've got a very busy brain. I end up getting very, very relaxed because I'm listening to the white. Yeah, I'm listening to the white noise, and I'm listening to it very hard, so I can also hear words, and I completely relax. It's brilliant. So even if you're not wanting to talk to spirits and you need to slow your brain down at all, Just
Can I
put some
just say,
headphones on.
Jennifer Marie, she says, I'll ask the question. I don't want you to, girl, because I don't want to have nothing but, explicit kind of stuff coming out of my mouth. What kind of questions did she ask? Oh my God. On my knees. What? Where did that come from?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just imagine.
Yeah, I love you, girl, but nah.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it.
I would love to.
Yeah, you should. Well, if I ever get to bump into you for reals, I've
Yes.
generally always got that stuff on me when I travel. I'll let you do it.
Oh, thank you. I would love to. I would really love to, Karen.
Yeah, it's fun. There must be somewhere. Haven't you got anything like that? You should grab some. Everything
What?
costs money, but
I
you
have
just
some
need,
equipment. I have some, not the very expensive ones.
the little spirit box thing that goes. It's just a radio.
I have two of those
really.
actually. I have one that, and then I have the spirit talker, which I shared with Lisa.
Oh, okay. Well, then, but the spirit box. So just the radio one. Just use that and put some headphones on and relax.
Yeah, and then I'll be hearing why is Nerd Report in here?
Yeah. Scientology sucks.
No, Sam and Colby suck. It's like,
No,
oh my God.
About Scientology will come up and you'll be like, what?
I know. They knew. What? No, but that would be so awesome.
Yeah, Daisy, the Vegas Pisces says there's apps for spirit boxes. There's lots of apps, and I won't go into it now, but don't use any of them. They're all programmable.
That's what I have.
Yeah, they're
a fun
toy. It's a toy, but don't think if you say something and you get anything that it's really a ghost.
But see, I found one with the one I have. I found out that they decided
to get equipment because I never debunked the app, but I felt like having the equipment was more reputable than the app, so that's why I kind of got some equipment. But then again, you yourself can also be a piece of equipment as well. So
that's what I personally think. Just go in. When I go in, I've got equipment, but to be honest, the last few places I've been to by myself, like the Washoe Club, I went in there, all I had was my phone. I did have a the EMF meter. I did have that, but I'd half and half. But you can feel things. You can, if there's something around, you'll feel it.
Well, what do you know about dowsing rods? Because I have my doubts about those as well.
I've got my doubt about anything. I've just got doubts. I can't say that they don't work. I can say the apps don't really work because I know how they're put together.
Well, I will say this, Doof. I have one app that did the, where you could do the Estes method with it and it does the whatever. But I found out they removed it since, but you were able to go into that app and add your own words. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And that's what I mean. But if you're just doing it, not necessarily because, you're out with your friends and you're having a bit of fun and you're just you're not doing it because you're desperate to find out if you can talk to your grandma or your mum or your son or your brother. If you're doing it just to entertain yourself, then use the apps, use whatever. But if you're serious about trying to find some answers, I would suggest using minimal equipment and just having something that can record sound and just sit quietly. Says me, the one that talks my head off when I'm doing anything. But go with your own body. But have something there that you can record it. And honestly, my phone's brilliant. Just the little phone in your camera, if that's all you can have, that's perfect.
Well, I do have the EMF reader, and like I said, Lisa knows, and some of the chat knows, I have my Chloe, my doll, my haunted doll. I adopted. And I have sent her, and I put it on there, things where it just goes off automatically. And especially, dang it, I think Chloe has a crush on my man because every time Brandon talks, it goes off like crazy. And then when he doesn't talk, it's off. But
I'd be jealous.
Yeah, like, oh, no, stop it. It's mine. But no, but that I do, because that there's been things with that has gone off, and then you can, like you said, you can use your intuition. You're kind of like, ooh, and you feel something. And I know people may not understand that, but there's, if you, okay, this is me. Everybody has a third eye. It's up to you whether you use it or not, and you believe in it, and you have to have that intuition. Use it. Everybody has it. Use it.
Yes.
So with that being said, when you concentrate enough, you can actually start to feel things, and you can start to recognize your environment around you. And there's going to be things where you're going to feel off, you're going to feel sick, or you're going to feel like can't breathe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the heaviness. Yep. So
it's kind of like, you guys have probably been in a position where you might be at a store or in the parking lot, and you suddenly get a little bit
like someone's watching you or something.
Yeah, and there's no reason, you don't really think, but your body, your instincts take over, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm getting out of here. Something's not right.
Yeah.
That's what I think you're trying to touch on as well.
Exactly. That's what your intuition coming out.
That's your natural instincts.
Yes.
Like, oh, hang on.
Yes.
Or when you meet somebody and everyone says, oh, they're really great, and then you meet them and there's a part of you that's like, oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've been through many of that, and I'm telling you right now, Karen, I've been through many positions. So that's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow. Yes. No.
Sorry, Lisa, I had to.
No, I know what you guys are talking about, because I've had that happen to me where I feel like someone's watching me, and then you look over and there's someone actually watching you. I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you.
Oh yeah.
But I'll look over and I'll be like, what are you looking at?
It was weird. One time I had that feeling, like, and I get in my car and I just like, you can't shake that feeling. You're just kind of like, what? Weird. It feels weird to you. I turned the car on. What came on? What song came on?
What?
I always
Somebody's
watching me.
Can you see, Lisa, can you see what Lewis is saying? If the equipment fails, would you be willing to enlist the help of two teenage boys to fabricate the encounter?
Who's obsessed with Sam and Colby right now? Not us. We're talking about other things.
I'd enlist one of them for their help, but not for it to.
Oh,
not for that kind of encounter.
Sure.
No, I would never fake anything paranormal.
No,
never. No. What for?
No, some are doing it like you. We're doing it because we believe, we want to believe, we want to feel there's something out there.
We want to find something. Yeah.
And some others are doing it for entertainment, money, whatever have you.
Yeah, but I get it
too.
I get it though, because I mean, if you want to grab the audience's attention, there's got to be some type of entertainment there. So I understand. I get it. It's kind of like a business in a way. So
yeah. Well, like Lisa will understand this too. When I did my video the other day, I thought I don't really want to put Satori and Cody in the title, and I thought, but if I don't, then my message within that video might not get to them. I'm hoping, because I know a few people that inadvertently know them, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe they will see it. But you put these things in your title and you'll get people viewing your video. I apologized at the start of my video and said, yes, it was kind of clickbait because of what I put in, but there's a reason. And then I go on to say why.
Well, then if you're talking about it, that's not clickbait.
But yeah, I suppose you're correct. But, like if I hadn't have put that, if I had have just put fakers are evil and I've got a message, no one.
No, but you got to put what you got to put in order to get people in, because even if you're talking about it, then that isn't clickbait.
Yeah, that's not considered clickbait though. Right. If you're talking about it.
But if you put that on there, Karen, and you weren't talking about it, then that's considered clickbait.
Oh, all right. See, I'm learning. I'm learning. But you know what I mean. You like to have people watch your content because you're trying to get a point across, just like you do, Lisa, because your channel's great. I love watching your channel, and I was surprised, actually. I was amazed that you don't have more. Even the same with Lewis. I don't understand why you haven't got far more subscribers than what you've got. I was under the impression you probably did. Then I had a look and I thought, oh, why has she only got that many? Like, you should have way more subscribers.
She's going to now. It's Lisa 2024, so she's going to. She's doing this, okay? And Lewis, he's getting up there. I'm so proud of my bro.
Yeah,
you know, he's
yeah,
doing it.
and
They both
that's the
are doing
thing.
it.
And Lewis, and you know, I always say good things about Lewis and you guys,
Yes,
like the Nerd Report. I always do, and it's true. If you're feeling a bit down, if you've had a bit of a day, you know, and you just want to watch something that can put you, well, some of Lewis's stuff gets you cranky, but that's because you're cranky, like he's cranky. Do you know what I mean? Like you go, oh bloody hell, like what? But like if I'm feeling a bit flat, and I see that Lisa's on, I'll pop her on and I'll watch and I'll listen to her read the stories and talk about stuff, and it just puts you in a frame of mind of it's relaxing and it's interesting and it's nice, and Lisa's cute and gorgeous and she's
and
a good
that laugh.
well, you know, yeah, the laugh. And then the same with Lewis. I love Lewis's little face when he's on. He smiles and he's happy. You know, and that's the whole point. Watching Lewis and Lisa, it makes me happy, and that's why I watch. And I'm assuming
we need our Lewis and Lisa fix sometimes, you know.
Yeah, that's why. That's kind of why I go on too, because you guys help me out too. Like when I go on, I see all your. It's like I'm talking to people, and it brings me up too. So like it kind of, I see how you're saying that, because it does the same thing for me. Even though I'm the one doing the show, but it does the same exact thing for me.
Yep, you can feel flat, and then you see everyone in your chat and everyone says hello, and then you're reminded you're not the only one that's probably having a bad day.
Yeah.
And by the time you finish the live, you're like, oh, there's you feel quite good. Like you talk to people and had a bit of a laugh, and
the only problem I have with Lisa is that pinche escalada, because I can't see that damn quackers back there. I'm too colorblind with that stuff. So I'm like, I give up.
I can't.
She says it, then I'll say, "Oh, I saw it."
Well, I don't know. I'm not colorblind, but
I am. I'm colorblind. That's why it's hard for me to see. Yeah,
I hit him this time.
Yeah, there's a whole mess wrong with me, Karen. You have no idea.
Kyle says flattering will get you everywhere. It doesn't always, Kyle. It doesn't always get you everywhere. Sometimes it gets you told to bugger off. Go away.
I'm just happy now, Lisa, you are able to start doing this more and more, and it's going to build up more and more.
Yes.
You know? So 2024 for Lisa, y'all.
Yay.
She's doing it.
I am. I'm trying.
Yep.
You're going to do it, girl. You're going to do it. You're doing it.
Yeah, well, true, I am.
Yeah, you are. I'm hoping 2024 is a good year for everybody. Like, I just hope, you know, especially for America.
Yeah.
God bless America. And me.
And you, yeah.
And me. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting back. I'm looking forward to it, because that'll be July. So I'm really, I love America. I love coming there. I love driving on the wrong side of the road.
Because you've been to Virginia City like several times, correct? Have you ever had any experiences?
One.
Did it involve you pinching your butt?
No, it was at the Washoe Club, and I was there by myself. Oh, actually, no. Well, yes, I was. I was on live, and it was with I was doing a live, but I think honestly it was just the toilet, like the pipes. It was cold there, and pipes play up when they get iced and stuff, but the toilet flushed. And then that's what I thought. And I got up straight away and walked away from the live to check on it. But when I went in there, there was water in the sink, like the tap had been turned on and off. So I think that it wasn't a ghost turning on the tap in the haunted toilet at the Washoe Club.
I heard about that.
I think it was the ice. Coincidence. The ice might have given way, and there might have been a little bit of a thing of water,
like
and I just happened to hear it.
Yeah.
But then I was there, Lisa, I was there with friends in a year previous, and that, you know how everyone talks about, you see the videos and they go, oh, I've got the chills and my hair's down. I always used to think, oh, look, that's just because you're cold or you've had a, you know, a cold thing. I was there and I walked into the big room they call the ballroom, but I walked into that through the doorway, and like, you know, when you're static electricity, it was all static electricity, and I went, and I got cold. It was really, and I said out loud, I went, ooh, because I'd never felt it before. And I said, is this what that is? And at the same time, there was a strong smell of, to me, it was like a pipe.
Like the
it might have
copper.
been and as soon as, yeah, it's like a pipe smell,
Yeah.
really strong. And as soon as I recognized that and said out loud, there's a smell, boom, it stopped. But I did go back and I thought, could it be in the wood? Like, what did I just smell? Because it was going through a doorway. There was nothing. As soon as it, like seconds, like, ooh, it's cold, I could smell it, and then boom, it was gone. That's the only thing. And I've been to those places by myself, and I've sat there for hours, and I've had other people tell me, oh, there's things run around, and, you know, stuff gets thrown. And, well, I just don't think any of the ghosts like me.
I just ask if you ladies think, or chat too, if you think I'm overthinking things. I know I overthink a lot of stuff, but I was just watching a movie and it was all about magic and everything like that. And I was just thinking, well, if this is true, there's things like that out there. I wonder if magic stores can sell something to where paranormal people can use that as well, but we can't see it with our eyes. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys.
Say that again.
Okay. Okay, so have you guys ever seen that movie Now You See Me?
No.
No?
Oh, it sounds familiar.
Okay, so there's a part 1, part 2, but if you ever do, I recommend that movie. That movie is good. It is so good.
Oh, the one that starts out with the girl in the water with the...
Yes.
Yep, yes.
So in the
With the
second
piranha.
movie, they go to China, you know, and they have this huge magic shop where all the magicians buy all their stuff, equipment, and everything like that, right?
Right.
So I'm wondering, I wonder if that's a real thing. I wonder if something like that can happen to where, because they have this one thing where they make water and you can't see it, but they make water go up instead of coming down. And you can make water go different ways, side to side, up and down, blah, blah, blah. So I'm wondering, like what you said with your hair and everything, I wonder if there's something like that in a magic shop where we can't see it, but they got something like that they do that to people.
Wouldn't surprise me any bit in the least.
I know.
That's
I
what I mean.
things, but
I
just
don't. Yeah, because when I went there again, I've been there a few times, but the last time I was there, I went by myself because I just kind of get the feeling when you're with other people, even if it's just 1 or 2 people, you can't always trust what you get because you don't know.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm just going to go there by myself. And I did. And I walked around and I talked and I knew all the stories because I had researched it. So I do know who died there. I talked out loud to them. I sat there. I saw a bat, but nothing, not even a feeling of uneasiness, nothing. And I was really disappointed because I thought, well, I'm here by myself. Perfect target. Nothing. So you can go to places, and it's been proven, like we were talking before, ghost hunters, you know, the amount of times they went to places and people had put speakers in the wall or, like you said, folded down a bed, like rushed in one room and out the other. Now I remember the episode you're talking about, actually, because it was kind of like they went from one room to another to do it. But people fake stuff.
So I don't know. That was my thinking of it after I saw that movie. Then my brain just started going to that, to paranormal, to this and this and that. And I was like, stop it, brain, stop.
Yeah, and and the other thing too, that I sort of think is a bit important, that when you go to these places, a lot of the owners of these buildings and houses are the ones that tell the stories. I know that some stories are made up, and they do it because they know there's money in getting people to come and investigate. And I honestly can't remember the name of the building, but it was just a couple of weeks ago. I saw a post on the Facebook for Virginia City, asking about a particular building, which I can't remember the name of. It's just out of Virginia City, some kind of old hotel or something that's long shut down. Someone's going to reopen it, and was wondering if anyone in the area had ghost stories about that place. So it turns out that the people that have purchased it are the ones that are asking about, could it be haunted? So I know what's coming. A new haunted.
Wait, is that the one? Is it Maspan Hotel? Is that the one that's kind of connected to that one that's abandoned?
I know what you're talking about, but no.
Okay. All right.
I'll look it up, and then I'll send you that. And next time you're talking, I'll let Lisa know what it's called. I'll try and find the post again. But people were sort of saying, "Hey, we've lived here forever. That's never been haunted. There's no stories around it." So, but do you see what I mean? So people will go in by these places, and they know there's money to be made. Like the Washoe Club's $400 a night. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, it could have gone up by now, but it was, when I was there, $1,200 for one night. Like $1,200. Like that's a huge amount of money. Bobby Mackey's cost me $600 for nothing. The only place I did go to, and I don't know if anybody in the chat has ever heard of it, but look it up. The only place I did go to that was really interesting and felt alive, so to speak, was a place called Octagon Hall. It's in Kentucky, and that was really good. And that wasn't expensive. That was, I think, $300 for the full night. Like you got in there when it was daylight, and you could sleep there, like not on their beds, but you were allowed to stay within. Like that was really good. It's a museum. A Civil War, a house built just before the Civil War, and soldiers died there. Like it's awesome. That's the only place I've ever gone to that I can honestly say, if you had time to stay there longer, I'd like to go back. But yeah, they just charge like wounded bulls. So people buy these places and say they're haunted when they're probably not, and they've made up stories.
What about this Doof Doof, Lisa and Doof Doof? Would you guys go to the Sally house?
I want to.
Yeah, I would.
I really want to.
Yeah. But make sure you watch my episodes, Bernadette, because there's
trying. I've been watching here and there. There's other things I haven't.
No, but there's no Sally. All right, there is no Sally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've researched it. Don't you worry. There was never a Sally. It never happened, and that's a made-up story.
Because I did hear it was supposedly the little girl, right? She was sick, and then she passed away there, and blah blah blah.
That's the one where Ghost Adventure says, and Zach goes, "Don't play with, or come little girl and play with my balls."
Oh God.
Or something like that. I don't know. It's something he says that it just makes me laugh every time I see.
Well, that's another one. Sam said Sally got stuck up his butt. So, I don't know. Balls and butt. Who knew?
That's every time anybody mentions, I just laugh.
Come play with my balls.
A lot of people ask for you to play with their balls.
He was like,
hey, I'm a ball lover too. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, come on, dang.
Like actually, Bernadette, that's another one that because when I was researching the Sally house, I saw that Sam and Colby had been there, and it was recent that they had been there. So I thought, I'll watch that. They were there, and bless her little cotton socks, the woman who gave them the keys and is obviously part of the place that the amount of bullshit that come out of her mouth. I thought, so no wonder when you go to collect the keys for that place and you get told all these stories, because I researched the people who wrote the book too, and I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get sued, but let's just say It's akin to the Amityville horror. All right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so far as the little girl dying in the house, never happened. It just never happened. The doctor never lived there. He grew up in the house. He went away to become a doctor. He got married while he was away, and when he came back, he built the house that's right next door to the Sally house. It's a red brick house. That was where Dr. Finney lived. It was Dr. Finney, and they owned he was the mayor of Atchison. So yeah, there's a lot to it, but there is no Sally.
So there's no little girl that will be stuck up your bum.
Yeah, there were plenty of people died in the house though. Plenty of people. But all around that one family of the Finneys. And Agnes Finney was the last lady to die in the house so far as the Finney family is concerned. And there was a little old lady there that got blamed for that satanic marking on the basement floor. That poor little old lady went to a nursing home. She went to church every Sunday. She wasn't a witch. She was just... She was just this poor little old lady, a grandma, a mum. She's just this little old lady. So the people who moved in and made up the story about the previous, it's all made up, and it's all heartbreaking.
I hate when they do that, because I personally knew a witch. And not what kind where you could put spells. It's just a different kind of witch. But still, you don't make that kind of stuff up about a sweet little old lady. I mean, horrible old ladies, yeah. Call them what you want. But
all it does, it starts with one person saying something, and then it travels.
It does.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Some of these places, Lisa, you can't research because they're all so old, and a lot of the stories are so ingrained with legend that it's really hard to find stuff. Dig long enough and you can, but it wasn't really hard to dig up the Sally house information. Like, I worked hard on it, but if people go to the Sally house, and I really, really want to, I reckon, but the Finney family are there. And I think that it could be possible that you could get some activity there because of the people that did die there. They were lovely people, nothing horrible about them. No little children ever died in the house. So, it would be a great place to go and investigate, because it may
find out for yourself in a way.
Yeah, find out for yourself. But yeah.
Can I also say, Nerd Report, you are correct, sir. But other than that, Lisa, you were talking about Peggy, right? In your Zach.
Yeah.
Thing, right? Okay.
You guys all know I'm a fan of Zach.
Yeah, I know you are, girl.
I watch Ghost Adventures for the entertainment, so I don't watch it and then I like to see like the places that they go to, and then I look up to see those places.
I can't.
There's nothing wrong with eye candy, Lisa.
I know a lot of people don't like him because he's over the top.
He's too dramatic.
But he says it's because he's an empath.
Oh, please.
So that's what he says.
I'm related to the royals in the UK. Whatever. Come on. You're not empathic, dude. You may wear a thong. You can wear probably a thong. I believe that. Okay, but I don't think he's empathic. It's about the TV show. It's about money. It's about views. That's what it is.
He also says that he has, double vision because of the demon house, which I don't believe, because he wore glasses before the demon house.
He did.
And it's very easy just to say that you wear glasses all the time.
Yeah.
So exactly. I've always wanted to debunk it.
Yeah. You know what, Zach? Play with your own balls. All right.
He's got an ex-Playboy bunny playing with him for him. He doesn't need to play
for yeah, he do.
He likes blondes.
Jennifer Marie just said to me, so Sam never caught an attachment at the Sally house. Now, if you listen to what I said I didn't say it was not haunted. It may well be, but he certainly didn't catch a Sally demon or anything. But you've got to remember what he was told when he went in there. They're told that's what's there. And that's why don't always listen to what you're told. Research first. He may well have got.
Well, Sam always teases about, he had a little girl attached up his butt. Him and Kobe always joke about that, because of the Sally House. So that's the whole thing. It's a joke about that. But
okay.
Yeah, so
it might have been Agnes. Agnes was a little girl once, and then she died there. Could have been Agnes. Maybe she thought they were cute too.
There's a lot of Agneses, isn't there? Because then there's at the Conjuring House. There's one there. I mean, was that a popular name back in the day?
Well, it definitely was an Agnes at
the Conjuring, right?
I don't know about the Conjuring. I hear so many names. I can tell you now, I really don't think much of the Conjuring House. I would never be bothered. I just wouldn't be bothered
Especially
going.
with the prices.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. As I say, I've got some friends going there in March. I'm sure they're hoping they'll catch something. And one of my friends has been there before. They did a documentary on it. And I've watched the documentary, but I still don't think it's haunted.
What were you going to say, Lisa?
What happened?
What were you going to say?
I lost my train of thought. I know I was going to say something, but I lost it.
You just had us chickens clucking over here. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting old.
No, but will you go to Zach's museum, either one of you? Because like I said, I've been there.
I want to go.
Yeah,
I want to go.
I want to go,
but or do the RIP.
He doesn't let you film in there except for specific people.
Yeah. Well, if you do the RIP, you can't film past when you go in there and everything. But if you do the RIP, you get to go explore more places than the original.
I know you get the basement where the demon house stairs are.
And I went there, and I'm going to tell you this right now. They had the spirit box down there, and I'm telling you right now, fake. Because I got to ask questions. I got to ask questions down there, right? And it was like verbatim answering. Just, oh, bull, come on. A spirit isn't gonna right after I answer it. It's not gonna answer it right after me.
There's also, I think they put a spirit box with Peggy too.
Oh, did they now?
Yeah, I think because they've gone in there and they had the one tour guide that's been there, like the senior tour guide. She's been there like forever. Yeah, she's in all the videos.
Yeah.
And she's asking Peggy, can we go in there? And it's like the spirit box thing going in. And then the YouTuber, this particular YouTuber happens to be a friend of Sam and Kobe. And he's like, we're not going to show her on camera because we know what happens. And I'm like,
well, I looked at Peggy. I looked at her. I did my hello, Peggy. Thank you, Peggy. Goodbye, Peggy. I did all that thing. But I'm going to say the one thing, there's a Titanic room down there as well. They don't let you show that, certain people, even some of the YouTubers, but they do have certain artifacts still from the Titanic.
I've got a piece of the Titanic.
Huh?
I've got a piece of the Titanic.
What you got, girl? What?
So it's literally a piece, like a little piece.
Okay.
Hang on. Can you see that?
Is it a coin?
Oh, there's a coin. That's not from the Titanic. That's just from the year that the Titanic sank. But there's a piece of wood. So when it's real, it's legitimate. When they went there after it sunk, and they sent there's a name for it. The people that go out to pick stuff up. They've got a name. They went out in the ship and
people that pick stuff up there.
People there. So apart from picking up the bodies that was still floating, they also picked up a lot of stuff that had come up out of the boat, like furniture, belongings, all sorts. So one of the things that was picked up was a cabinet, and somebody kept it. And so that piece of wood is from that cabinet.
I bet you that was from Rose's big butt, who didn't let Jack on.
That's what I think. I think it's from that door.
That is the biggest door. They make fun of that. So like, I don't know. They had it was hilarious. It had nothing to do with the Titanic. It was a bunch of cats. It was a bunch of cats all curled up, right?
I seen that.
And they were like, and I look at the comments, and the one comment was like, see, Rose could have fit Jack on. I don't know what it said, something like that.
No, did you see
Rose
the
could
one?
have put Jack on that piece of wood.
Did you see the one, guys, where they had the two horses on, like what Rose is on? They had two horses on the same one.
I did see an interview with Leonardo DiCaprio, and I'm trying to think who, you know, the Aussie actress that played Barbie, and it must have been Brad Pitt. And that question came up, and the interviewer said, so look, everyone wants to know, Leo, do you think that Jack could have fit on that door? And he just laughed, but the other two, Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, have gone, yeah, like there's plenty of room.
Yes, there was. God dang it, Rose. I'll never let go. I never let you did, you lying biatch. You let him go. Liar.
Yeah,
No.
Jennifer, she should have held on to his frozen body at least.
Should have held on to his frozen balls. Oh, well, they broke off, so never mind.
I must admit, when I saw that movie at the cinema, I cried.
I did.
Oh
But
my God.
not just for Jack, for the whole thing. It was very well done.
You want to know the worst part of seeing that movie? Wasn't about me crying. I was pregnant at the time, and I had to pee every freaking second watching the water. I couldn't enjoy the movie because I was in that bathroom.
You needed to wear a nappy or a
I
diaper.
needed to wear Depends or something because dang, I couldn't watch the movie. I was in that toilet. I was just like, oh God.
Yeah, not scavengers. There's a name for it when you go. There is an actual name for it when you go out. Someone will get a contract to go and collect things. There's a name for it, but not scavengers, because they were allowed to do it. Like it was that they were the ones that had to go and get the body. I just can't think of the word. I've gone blank. I'm sure it starts with R. Oh, anyway,
yeah. But no, what I was saying from the Titanic. Sorry. There is a heaviness when you go into that part of the museum. When you go in there, I was good the whole time through the museum. There's only two parts of that museum. One, the last part, I suffered really bad. The first one, there was someone that was fainting in one of the rooms there. And that was the one where supposedly, if you take the thing off of the mirror, you could see, what's the name?
Bella Lugosi.
Bella Lugosi. Yes, she was. I'm feeling faint. She was you could see her face getting red. And I just stared at the mirror like, I don't see him. Where is he? Where you at?
Yeah. I'll actually ask you, Bernadette, since you've been there. I've been told by do you know? No, you don't know who Kenny Biddle is, but Kenny Biddle is a skeptic. That's his job. But he said, and that's why I'm asking you, because you've been there. He said that the heating in that place, like it's warm in there. And he said it's very dark.
Mm-hmm. It is very dark.
Yeah, and he said that he thinks that the people who do pass out are probably passing out because they're hot, and it's a bit stuffy. I don't know. What did you think?
Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. Being in there, there are places where it's nice and cool, room temperature, nothing. In certain other places you go to, it's stuffy. And you do get a little like, whew, because I did a little sweating here and there, but I was just like, I'm not really hot, but why am I sweating?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel an attachment. I didn't feel a demon go up my butt. I didn't feel nothing like that. I was just like, why are beads of sweat coming down? It is a little weird in that place because that place is huge. Despite how it looks on the outside, it is huge inside. It's so many different rooms. I mean, a lot of rooms. Okay. So that being said, there is one particular room in there that scared the living crap out of me. And that was the clown room because I hate me some damn clowns.
Oh my God, I'll be at home.
Oh, the clown room. Yeah, I don't like clowns.
There's dolls too. I'll be at home.
See, dolls I didn't mind. I liked looking at the dolls. They let us go in the room with the dolls. That's the first room you go to.
Oh, cool.
Did anyone jump out at you? I know they've got a little person or something that sits. No, they didn't have that.
No.
I've seen that. A little person sits in there amongst the dolls and sometimes jumps out and scares people.
Not when I went. They didn't have that or anything like that. But that you do get to go, if you choose to, you get to go into this little tunnel into the room where they have the real skeletons at. And they
Oh
have a little,
yeah. That's
so
cool.
you get to go in there, which I was like, oh god dang it, my back. I was like, why did I do this? But I mean, other than that, like I said, Peggy was it. I thought it was cool, and the one with the oh, help me here, guys, with the box that supposedly has
the Dybbuk box.
Oh, the Dybbuk box.
Oh, I want to go in that room so bad.
nothing.
Just because it looks beautiful. Like what I've seen of it, it looks amazing. Like
It was
beautiful.
pretty.
Like
It was
amazing.
pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty. You know, with the Hebrew writing around it and stuff.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I want to see that in person, not because of the alleged hauntings that go with it, but I just want to see it because it just.
Yeah, I left a pretty shiny penny, just for like, don't haunt me, don't come at
I'd
me
like
in case
to go
you are
there
real.
and have a look. I reckon.
I mean, it was a beautiful room. It really was. I mean, there's other places in there in the rooms, you know, where you go, especially, oh my gosh, the collectibles, sorry, of memorabilia from the actors that passed away, Patrick Swayze and all them, you know, and then Michael Jackson, and then you got the serial killers. Oh my god, the serial killers. I thought, I'm sorry guys, you could think I'm whatever. I was in heaven.
I would have been the same way because I'm like really into like true crime and the serial killers and all that. I'll be like, oh my god, John Wayne Gacy. I'll be
his real painting is in there. One of his real paintings in prison is in there, and then they have the glasses.
Is it was it Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses? He's got something from Bundy too, hasn't he?
Ted Bundy, yeah. And Charles Manson.
Yeah, he has some.
I was just like, can I just stay in this room for a while, please? I was looking at every single thing, and the person I was with at the time just looked at me. He's like, "You're scaring me."
Well, I've told you the collection of stuff I've got, haven't I, Bernadette? I know I haven't told Lisa because I haven't had opportunity to talk to Lisa, but yeah, I've got it's not here with me. I should put it in here. I've got I've got a piece of Elvis Presley's hair. I've got that's the
from where?
From his head.
Okay, make sure. Sorry, Lisa.
I've got the Manson murders. So where Sharon Tate, you know, the house where she was murdered, the fireplace when they demolished the house. I've got a piece of the fireplace, just a small piece of the fireplace. I've got a piece of the tree that Paul Walker crashed into. I've got a piece of Lucille Ball's brick fence. I've got a piece of the what do you call it? Police tape from the O.J. Simpson murders.
Wait, did you say Lucille Ball?
Yeah, you know Lucille Ball. You know, I love Lucy.
I love Lucy. Yeah, you have what?
They knocked down when they were renovating her house after she died. The new people who purchased it knocked down one of the walls, and so. I've got a friend who gets all this stuff. It's all legit. But yeah, so I collect all sorts of stuff like that, mainly because I don't know why. Maybe the same reason Zach does. I collect it because I think it's haunted. I collect it. I don't know why I collect it, but I do. I've got a piece of the Hindenburg. Do you know what the Hindenburg is?
Yeah. I'm old enough to know
that's cool. That is cool.
That's awesome.
That's
I think Zach collects thongs for himself. But you know, that's his thing. Whatever. That's cool.
He hates dolls. That's why I think he hates clowns and dolls.
Yeah, but yet that's what that's
what he has in his room or in his museum. So that's hilarious.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, the whole time I had to close my eyes because I cannot like Pennywise and you know, certain clowns do not scare me because I know those are actors. I know who they are and all that stuff. But certain clowns like circus clowns, Ronald McDonald even freaks me out. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that did a number on me when I was little. That did a whole number on me when I was little because I had my brother. I watched that. He told me it was a different movie, and I watched that. I was freaking out. He was babysitting me. I go to bed. I'm all freaked out. I finally go to sleep. What does he do? Wakes me up in a clown suit with a knife over my bed.
Oh my
Oh, what?
gosh.
Yeah. So yeah, that freaked me out. That I couldn't eat cotton candy for a long time. I couldn't eat popcorn for the longest
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Oh,
Thinking
you poor little thing, Bernadette.
yeah.
No wonder you're
Oh,
scared of
no.
clowns.
I hate clowns. They're evil.
Oh, Dusty, I want to go to the mob
Yeah, I
museum.
want to go there too.
I
I-
went.
Oh,
I
see?
went.
Bernadette!
I love going to those things. Okay, I'm sorry.
I finally saw where it was because I was
Yeah, it's
walking.
right
I
by
was walking.
Fremont.
Yeah, and I was
nice.
walking and I happened to look and I was like, that's where it is. And Lewis is like, what? I'm like, the
Oh.
mob museum.
Yeah, no, it's freaking amazing. I took lots of pictures in there, you know, and they have a lot of cool stuff. And there's where you could sit down on the chair and feel how the when you get what do you call that? Not examined. Electric. There you
Oh,
go.
an electric chair.
There you go. They have a thing in there where you can sit and you hold those bars. Girl, I went to the fullest thing. You know what I said? Again. Do it again. Okay? I'm just saying. Wasn't that big. It wasn't
They
that
have
bad.
the wall from the St. Valentine's Day
Yes.
massacre. That's where I want to go see.
It is beautiful. Let me tell you. And they have the
Oh,
they have the
they
bullet
massacred a whole heap of people against the wall, and it's beautiful.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way, but they have the actual holes.
I mean,
from a part of
mind
the
you, they
wall
were
there.
gangsters, but still.
Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm morbid, but it's I find things like that like extraordinary. I'm just like, oh my god, Bugsy Siegel. Oh my god, you know.
I do the same thing, so don't
Yeah.
worry.
There you go. Thank
I'm
you.
like, oh my god, that's the wall.
Bonnie and Clyde. Oh my god. Yeah.
At least the Peterson Auto Museum
LA
from
has
John Carpenter's Christine. Oh,
oh,
Christine.
cool.
The Christine ate you, didn't she? From memory, that car. I can't remember what she did.
I kind of remember the movie, but she
yeah.
killed you, right? She ran you
killed
over,
basically.
or
ran you over, or ate
she
you, or
ran you
something.
over. Beautiful car
A
though.
cooking
She was
museum.
beautiful.
Ooh.
Or she if you're sitting in it, she heats up the cabin or something like that.
Yeah, she destroys you.
Yeah.
But she's a beautiful car.
Except for that one guy, Artie.
Oh yeah, she's
I think his name was Artie.
Did she like Artie?
She liked Artie.
Oh, she was in love with him.
She kind of manipulated him too.
Yeah.
Like it changed him.
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
Damn, that
Women can have that effect.
Arnie.
Oh, Arnie. I was close.
Yeah,
Sorry, Matthew. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
It's been years.
It's been a while. Arnie.
Arnie. Yeah, but
hey Lisa, when you go to that thing, what's it called again? The monster.
Mad Monster.
Mad Monster, because you two are going, aren't you?
Yes.
To both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, aren't you going, Bernadette?
Huh?
Are you going?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I thought you said no. I was going to say,
yes.
Yeah. Is what's his name? The actor, you know, the one that's finally been cleared of all these wrongdoings.
Oh no, that was in North Carolina. Kevin Spacey.
I'm not sure
so he won't
he's
be
gonna
there
be
at that one.
At Arizona, because they have not. Because sometimes they do. They'll go to both of them, but I'm not sure.
They come up with like, oh, now who's going to be there later on though? Later.
Yeah, later they'll start announcing as the months go by.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I saw you when you were there last year. And what's his name?
Robert England?
Yeah, it was just sitting at the bar. You got it. That's the thing. You can't go and fangirl over him. I used to like him when he was in V.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played the nice alien, you know.
Yes.
The nice was in there. And then when I realized that he was Freddy, I went,
different thing.
I prefer to think of him as the nice alien.
Okay, so before we went there, because I took my son, so I purchased so we can meet him and take a photograph with him at first, right? he was just chilling at the bar the whole time. We were all, like down there all the time, you know. And then my son and I were going down to the lobby, and we were in the elevator with him.
Oh,
right next to him, and I was just like, I was just like, my son's on the phone.
Huh? You didn't want to annoy him, I suppose.
No, I didn't. But he was really a gentleman. Girl, he smelled good. He smelled so good. Ooh. Anyway, so
some breaths, Bernadette.
I know, and for all that you didn't know, I did have a crush on not Freddy Krueger, but Robert Englund, and I liked Freddy Krueger. Okay, guys. Yeah, I know the backstory. That's not what I liked, but it's Freddy Krueger because he's funny. Okay, get that straight. But anyways, he was such a gentleman. He goes, lobby, and I was like, and I just kept looking at him, and I just like,
well, he was probably thinking, are you sure you don't want to come up to my room? Yeah, I had your son with you.
Not with my son there. Like, get out, son. No, I was kidding.
Just a second, I'm just going to get rid of my kid. I'll be right back.
No. I had, at that time, I had someone anyway, so I had my Brandon nobody knew about. So now you know. But anyways, no, it was just kind of like, oh my God, what do I say anything? Do I blah, 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 you know? And he goes, and then the next thing you know, we get out, and I was like, thank you very much. He's, oh, of course, always for a beautiful woman. And I was like, that was so stupid. I did a stupid laugh, and my son goes, why are you doing that, Mom?
Yeah, he's like this. He's like elbowing you.
But no, my son was on his phone, so he didn't realize it was Robert Englund.
Oh.
And I was like, that's Robert Englund.
If only you'd spoken to him, Bernadette, things could be a lot different for you right now.
Nah, no. I have who I have, and that's it.
You do, and he's beautiful. So, Brandon's beautiful.
That's my love of my life right there. Plus, he's married, so, you know, he can't do that.
Oh, Robert Englund is?
Yeah, Robert Englund's married.
Oh, well, there you go. It's dead already in the water.
But even so, no. It was just like, you know, that was somebody I did crush on back in the day. But not only that, it was one of my favorite horror people there, Freddy Krueger.
Oh, well, at least he was nice to you and a true gentleman.
He was a gentleman. He was such a sweetheart. He, you know, like I said, he smelled good.
That's the cool thing about that convention is you could be sitting at the bar, and there comes, you know, like what we had, Robert Englund or whoever could be just sitting at the bar.
Yeah. And then who else did we see, Lisa? It was from Jason, right?
The Kane Hooter.
King. Yeah.
He's there. I got punched by him because he'll punch you. Like he'll punch you in the shoulder. I don't know. That's like his greeting. So I had the honor of getting punched in the arm by. It wasn't hard. It's like a play punch.
Oh, play punch.
But and then the guy that's always in all of Rob Zombie's movies. The lengthy guy.
Oh,
we saw him when we were going outside, and he was coming in.
Yeah, I can't remember his name,
and I don't know his name. But I know who he is. I just don't know his name. Because he's like in almost
long.
Yeah, he's tall and lengthy.
Tall and long.
And then I forgot. I for the life of me, I'm so sorry. I forget his name. The guy that played Andy when he was little in the Chucky movies. He was there doing the.
Oh my gosh!
What?
The only reason why I say "oh my gosh" is because was he in the Chucky movie?
He was when he was little.
Oh no! Not the. It's the pet. Wait a minute. No, it wasn't. It was
the guy that was in the new Freddy Nightmare.
Yeah, but I don't think that's not the guy from Chucky. He's in Pet Sematary.
Well, no, but he was from Chucky too. He was from the very first one, wasn't he?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, whatever, that one. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It was
I forgot. I know who Chucky is.
Yeah.
Have you got a Chucky doll, Lisa?
Yes, I do. He's hidden.
Oh, I see his arm. Where's mine?
He's hidden. I gotta bring him out more so you could see him. I kind of hit him in the corner there.
I got my Chucky and my what's her name? Oh crap! What's her name? Chucky's girl.
Oh, Tiffany.
Tiffany. God dang it.
Oh, cool.
He is. I think he talks.
He looks like he has a suntan. Chucky, were you sunning out in Australia? Look at you.
Yeah.
No,
I
but
love my Chucky doll.
What was that premiere though that we watched the trailer?
I was for Never Hike Alone too.
No,
saw
no, no,
that?
no, the one that they redid for Freddy, like the new
Freddy-
Dylan's New Nightmare.
Dylan's New Nightmare.
So him, like I just said, let me look him. I forget his dang name. He was nice. I actually met him twice.
I think he was in Pet Cemetery. Is it the guy from Pet Cemetery? The kid from Pet Cemetery.
Okay, so Dylan's New Nightmare. That was okay. Michael Hughes.
Is he?
Michael Hughes. Michael Hughes.
That's gonna kill me until I see if he's the one.
Yeah, so it's Miko Hughes. So, anyways, he bought me a drink, girl. Oh yeah, and let me just say, I was taller than him. And I'm a short girl. I'm short.
He was on stage, right? Because they were interviewing him, and then he steps down, and I was like, he's
tiny.
He's tiny.
And let me tell you, he came to the right level with me, with my twins.
Yeah, it's Miko Hughes. He was in he's the little kid in Pet Cemetery.
Okay, so Miko. Okay.
Miko.
Oh, I didn't realize either. He was in Spawn. I didn't realize that. In Kindergarten Cop. Dang.
He was in quite a few movies when he was younger.
Okay, well that guy, he's still short. He's still tiny, but he was nice. He was really nice.
He was talking to all the ladies.
I got the drink though, so hey.
Yeah. You're like, I don't care. I got a free drink. I'm
exactly
fine.
Free drink. Free drink.
But that was cool.
It was pretty cool. A lot of them were pretty down to earth. They were really cool to me, and they were just awesome. I mean, like I said before, we did have the tickets to also meet Cassandra Peterson. Elvira.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, my son and I had it for Sunday, but girl, we were so exhausted by then. We were just like, eh.
And then I noticed though she also had she didn't want contact with people, so
no, remember I was telling you, Lisa, that we got the email, both of us got the email before we go down to meet her. This was 2 hours before we go down to meet her. We are not to have eye contact. We are to be by the plexiglass. We are to be escorted to her and after her. We are only supposed to do 2 pictures. We are not to talk to her.
Then get stuffed.
Exactly. And that's why we said, we'd rather just rest. My son and I.
Yeah, because the pictures.
Why be like that? I can understand maybe if because she'd be getting on a bit now, wouldn't she? How old would she be now?
She's in her late 70s, I believe. 70s.
Yeah. So let's just assume the plexiglass is because she may have something. She doesn't want to get sick. But that doesn't mean that you can't be polite.
Exactly. I get the plexiglass as well when she, with her mask, she took it off when she took the picture, but still, I guess she does have the right to be a diva, but dang.
Yeah, but it kind of, because remember we saw they had samples of the picture, or people had taken pictures, and it was you could see this big gap in between her and the people, and I'm like, what kind of picture? I wouldn't want to pay for a picture like that. Yeah, I mean, it's her prerogative, it's her choice, obviously.
Yeah, and guess what, Sandra? My boobs are up here now, and yours are on the floor. What up?
So I get it. It's her choice, but still, you want that experience, not a big 5-inch gap between you and the actor.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't miss anything then, Bernadette.
No. When we my son and I went to go take the actual picture with Robert England, he was so nice. They had almost the same rules with him, but he broke the rules. He didn't give a shit, and he put his hand over you. He'd be like, "Thank you for coming out."
His hand over you, Bernadette.
Well, you should have seen where the knife hands were. They were almost there. I love it though. Squishy, squishy.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. We're coming on 2 hours and 14 minutes. Any last words? We'll start with Doof Doof. Carrie?
I'm just surprised by all the attention Bernadette gets and just walks
Wow.
away from it. I mean,
I had a great man at the time with me. Okay,
you are
Still do.
now, but at the time you were not.
At the time, Doof Doof, I did. Nobody knew.
Oh,
Dun,
well, in
dun,
that
dun.
case, that's good. Wow, wow, wow. Last word from me, yeah, nothing. Just I love you, Lisa. Love Lewis. Love Bernadette. Love Brandon. I just thank you for having me on. Thank you. I was only in the lounge room having a coffee, so I had nothing. Actually, you don't call them lounge rooms in your part of the world. You call it, where do you call where you sit on your sofa and watch TV?
The living room?
Living
Living
room. Yeah,
room,
we call it a lounge room because you're on your lounge suite and you're
Ooh, that sounds
lounging
more
back
luxurious, though. That sounds
Yeah, I
good.
like that better, actually.
lounge
Bernadette,
room.
any last words?
squishy, squishy.
That's really what you want your last words.
No, thank you, Lisa, for bringing me on and let me get my little point of views out from what I've watched and learned and all this and that. And I love you, Doof Doof. I love you always. I am trying to catch up with your stuff.
Oh, that's all right. If you ever just if you ever go to the Sally house, watch my thing first. and
Okay,
then you
I
can-
will do that for sure. Thank you, guys. I love you all. I love you, Lewis,
Love you.
my Cuban
Hey, chat,
Cupid.
and bye to everyone in the chat. It's been fun reading your comments.
Yeah.
And I just
And,
want to thank Heather whatever for her PayPal that I didn't get to say earlier, and D Nice as well. She had a super chat earlier. I just didn't want to disturb you guys when
Oh,
you were
yeah, when we
talking
were talking about boys.
about boys.
well,
And I want to
speaking
thank
of, though,
you. I want to thank you, ladies. I was gonna say guys, but you're guys, ladies, for
So-
joining me tonight. It was much fun. Hope to do this again. In the
Squishy,
future.
squishy.
Squishy,
Can
squishy.
I say one last thing?
Yeah, go for it.
I love you, Brandon.
Oh, I love you too, Brandon, but not the same way that Bernadette loves you.
No, because we have to go at it, Doof, okay? No. But no, I love you, girls. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you.
Love you, Lewis, if you're still listening.
If he's still in the chat. All right. Good night, guys. I'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
Squishy.
Bye. Thanks.